Welcome to an edition of Necrosexual's music reviews you can use. I am your host, the slayer of posers with the most, the Necrosexual! And coming to you from the basements of South Philly is a rock and roll band that's gonna make you feel really, really silly. We have the Nacros Family Band. Jump in the rock and roll party where somebody put a little LSD in the fruit punch bowl. As you can see, these mysterious cretins look like they've done their share of mind-expanding substances. And when you're that burnt out, that means you gotta keep it simple, stupid. I'm talking about 2-note riffs. But it's not simpleton music by any means. This will take you to interdimensional places you never knew existed. It's got saxophone solos, it's got keyboards, it's got some clean Stevie Nicks vocals, and it's got some harsh vocals. It is essentially exactly what you'd expect from the perverts behind Heavy Temple, an ecstatic vision, some soul melting rock and roll. It's the cult you never knew you were part of, but oh so desperately needed in your life. Speed kills. Up next, we have Philadelphia's own grindcore darlings covered in sores. This is their third demo, simply titled Evil Experiments, and this is filthy, warmongering, guerrilla grindcore played at breakneck speeds. It features the Necrosexual's own skin basher, Ryan Dreadrot, behind the kit, in a perfect project for him because it really allows him to spread his wings and blast the night away. How fast are we talking here? Every song is less than a minute and a half. In fact, in the time that I've spoke about it, we're already halfway through the cassette. This is an album you can listen to while you shave, while you call your mom, while you rub one out, or if you're a real freak, maybe while you do all three at once. Up next, we have a new release featuring some old school death metal tunes finally exhumed from their wretched crypt. Vio-Gression, Perception Blur. Old school death metal from the beer belly of the United States, Wisconsin. This is a region that in the late 80s and early 90s yielded some truly cult bands that have often been overlooked. But these bands include Accidental Suicide, Morbid Saint, and of course Vio-Gression, who blazed the death metal underground with their album Expound and Exhort in the early 90s. With this new release Perception Blur, it's a fine time capsule as you can hear their musical devolution because it starts off with their most latest demo and goes back in time from their first. So you can hear where they're pretty much left off before they released their first full-length album. They sounded a lot like Obituary. Chunky, fast, heavy riffs, howling, hellish vocals, and then from there it goes into more of a thrash metal, nasty, savage direction where you have clean vocals. So it's a bit of unexpected brutality, but I enjoyed it a lot. And I must say, it's finally good to hear an old school death metal band that is truly old school. Hey look, if this doesn't give you a heavy metal hard-on, I feel bad for you. Do you like death metal but find that it's not extreme enough? Do you like black metal but find that it's not dark enough? Well, you're in luck because Revenge has a new album coming out this spring via Season of Mist. It's called Strike, Smother, Dehumanize, and this continues these warmongers' journey of uncompromisingly brutal music with album covers that looks like it was drawn in Microsoft Paint using only white and black color schemes. Imagine a typewriter being thrown down the stairs as Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedy recites angry slam poetry. This is the perfect thing to throw off the poser police If you went through a hardcore screamo phase in high school, no one will suspect that if you listen to Revenge. Screaming from the catacombs, we have Cemetery Filth, Atlanta's death metal freaks releasing their long-awaited full-length album, Dominion. This sounds like Morbid Angel if they released an album between Covenant and Domination. A whole lot of riffs and a whole lot of filth, baby. This has been another edition of Necrosexual's music reviews you can use. I will see you in hell.